topic number one. What do you got?
Let's just jump into the Colorado aspect of it since we teased it there for a second. Yeah, so I'm anti-Colorado. I'm not anti-Coach Prime at Colorado. I think this could change year to year. He made a comment that I'm curious you guys' opinion on, where he said teams aren't trying to beat Colorado, they're trying to beat him. And when he said that, my takeaway was everything. And I had this gut feeling after the Colorado State game. I actually think I texted G about it. They're the most fake tough team in the country. And I knew that prior to, like, during the Colorado State game. But when he made that comment, he doesn't even believe in this team. So, like, why should I believe in this team?
I think he does believe in the team. That's my read. Did you watch the full press conference, or how'd you see that clip?
I saw I saw like a minute and a half of it. Like I didn't watch the full
Okay.
press conference. I know he believes in his players. Like I don't think he doesn't believe in them as individuals, but like I don't know. That comment is a very me comment, which I am a me
Yeah.
guy. Like if I
Yeah.
was a coach, I would say the same thing. Don't get me wrong, but like if I was a coach, I'd also get fired very early. So I don't know if you
So I viewed that as entirely Deion just trying to like shift the target, because I think like he knew his guys were talking shit, and like he knew that video was probably going to come out of Shador saying like you're small and then you just lost by 40. So I think like he's trying to responsibly take some of the burden of blame and the media attention off of those players with that comment, in my opinion. So there was another moment. I watched the full like 10-minute press conference because I love Deion. I still love Deion. The only thing that shifted for me in the last week after the loss to Oregon is I no longer think Colorado is going to win any of these games against the good teams. Like I am stepping off of that. I still love them. I still hope they do, and I'll still look to bet them in good spots. But there was a moment earlier in the press conference where they asked him if there was a talent gap between them and Oregon. And when they asked that question, I was fully expecting the Deion Sanders, like, yeah, there is. Like, this is the man who walked into that locker room and told everybody, get out. We're not good enough. We need to bring dudes in. And the truth is, there is a talent gap. So, like, I was fully expecting honesty there. He didn't go for that. He said there is absolutely no talent gap. We just got our ass beat. That happens to good teams, is what it is. So I'm standing by him. That comment was not great, but I think it was intentionally designed to shift the blame. And I don't know. What do you make of this card? Like, I'm not looking to back Colorado. I think they're going to lose to USC, but it's not because of like Deion's belief in them for me.
Yeah, I think that the step back I had to take after the Oregon game is that I came in with the belief that this Colorado team, there is a talent gap. I think that Deion has said that before in different kind of words. I think he said the phrase, you better get me now. This is the worst I'm gonna be, aka I don't have my guys in here yet. Like I'm gonna be better. But the thing I'll say is that I had a
Justin
little bit.
Thomas is such a choke artist. He is
Yeah,
such a, you're not going to get away with this. You're not going to look me in the eyes and celebrate America in my face when you don't even have a bet placed on this. And dog can't get up and down. A four-footer to hold the lead, and Jordan Speed's in the water card. Continue. I'm sorry.
sorry. What I was gonna what I was gonna say is that I didn't come to the realization until after that Oregon game that this team doesn't have, even if they got the weapons like they got on the outside, like I think they got good receivers. They got Weaver, they got Horn, Edwards is a good running back, Shadur's a good quarterback. They are so lacking in the trenches that they don't even have a chance to use weapons like that. I haven't seen, usually you don't see a team get dominated in the trenches like that in like an interconference type matchup. Like you see that type of dominance in the trenches when Georgia plays Austin Peavy, like the first game of the year. I don't think that there'll be that talent gap moving forward with Colorado, especially in the trenches. But I just don't think you can really bet on this Colorado team anymore and feel great about it because of they cannot get anything done in the trenches, and therefore they can't get anything done anywhere else. I'm going to tie this back to the Lions. We got on this podcast probably a year or two ago, maybe 2 years ago, and I tried to find the clip last night actually, and I was telling Greg, I was like, we're okay. We got Penei Sewell, we're drafting all these linemen, we're building from the trenches, and we're going to build out. And that's what we did with this football team. That's why we got a really good offensive line now. and we're able to make things happen with Josh Reynolds and Khalif Raymond on the outside and things like that. And we got David Montgomery rushing for 100 yards. It's because we're building from the trenches. So I think that Deion's going to address that. And despite what's happening, like at the start of this season, the Vegas over-under for Colorado was like 2 games. So this was a successful year no matter what.
I don't like that. I don't like
what?
That.
They're going to
jump in on that. Can I jump in on that? I don't want to interrupt you, but can I jump in on that whenever you're done?
Yes, but last thing I want to say is not only was it 2.5, I think the public was heavy on the under for Colorado. I think it was like 82% of the bets.
Deion's shrugging. You want to take this, Deion?
Yeah, I don't care anymore. Like, they won 3 games. They were the ones talking shit the whole time, not the other teams. Like, I'm sorry, that's my beef. Is they were the ones talking shit. In the moment they lost.
But do you not want them to talk? What are they supposed to do? Not talk shit because they're losing?
I want them to talk shit. My thing is, don't talk shit. And then the first time you face adversity, I guess you could say the Colorado State game, they kind of did, but like the first time you really lose, you basically like hibernate and you run away from it, right? And Deion Sanders makes the comment like they're trying to beat me, not them. Like, that's soft. And then he makes the comment,
nah,
like,
no.
I didn't like the one you said, Cart. I hate that comment. You better get me now because you won't get me in the future. We don't care about that right now. Like, you just lost by 50 to Oregon. Like, who cares about the future? Your son ain't going to be on that team. So like the family name's still getting tarnished at the moment. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like any of that. Like, it's in the moment. You lost by 50. I didn't really feel like they just didn't handle it the way I would have liked. I got to be honest. And I really wanted them to, because I don't know if you guys saw that lady tweet out like Oregon's doing it for us. I mean, that was racist. It just was.
Yeah, no, horrible. It's horrible. Yeah. And there's a lot of people that celebrated that shit, genuinely.
Yeah.
Oh man. My problem is with what Cart said, not with what anything Colorado people have actually said. Like, I don't have an issue with anything Deion has said. I don't have an issue with anything the players are doing. Like, I think Shador has owned it. Yeah, I got my shit wrecked and I was talking shit. I think Travis Hunter is like out here making videos with the dude who lit him up and had him out 3 weeks. I get that's a PR moment, but like these dudes, like I don't think these dudes are like running from talking shit. I think they're actually like, yeah, we got beat. It is what it is. We're still here to play football. We respect football players. My problem is with anybody who's back in Colorado and trying to go back on like, oh, no, it's a success even if they lose the next 10 games. No way, man. Like, stop it. And I get what the Vegas over-under was. The Vegas over-under was crazily wrong. That's the whole point of this in the first place.
I don't want to cut you off, but okay, they lose the rest of the games for the rest of the season. Yes, that's a failure. But like, if this team wins 6 games, is that not a successful season for them?
I think they need to do that though. Is what I'm saying, because we've talked about how strong the Pac-12 is, right? Like, and I don't expect them to beat USC, but the spread's 21.5 again. And then what's it going to be when they play Washington? Like, what's it going to be when they play Utah? What's it going to be when they go to Washington State? Like, this conference is nasty. They're going to be an underdog in every single game the rest of the season, except for like one. So, I hope it happens. I love Colorado, but like I said, I don't like the people who are, I guess I don't like Cart is what I'm trying to say. I don't like the people who like Colorado that are like, oh yeah, none of this matters. They already did it. No, they didn't. Like, they need to have a good season. They could have a good season. This team's good.
Are they?
Yeah.
I'm anti what Travis did, by the way. I want to be on record with that. I'm anti what Travis did.
Talk me through that. What does that mean?
The hit was dirty. I don't like him. I'm a for the kids person when it comes to you being an athlete. I don't like him saying that's just football. That wasn't just football. Like, what he's dealing with is a very serious injury because of an extremely dirty play. I'm not saying he shouldn't interact with the guy. He should probably do what he did to take the heat off of him, because you also don't want somebody receiving death threats, especially family members that weren't a part of the play. But the comment, that's just football, that doesn't work for me.
Okay. I can get behind that take. That's fair. This game specifically against USC, 21.5-point underdogs is the same spread it was against Oregon. I want both of your input on this, because I have bet Colorado against the spread every single week. That, like I said, is going to stop this week after seeing what Oregon did to them last week. But I thought about it. I'm not going to lie, because I think there's a big difference between Oregon and USC in the trenches. And I want you guys to tell me if I'm wrong, because I know you guys are both USC backers. My read on this is that I don't believe USC cares defensively at all. They just let Arizona State score 28 points. That was a game into the fourth quarter. Arizona State has 34 points on the entire season. They got shut out by Fresno State the week before they played USC, and they scored 4 touchdowns against the Trojans. I'm looking at this game on paper, and I think Colorado can score, which is why I'm on the over. And I have no idea what that'll do to the spread, because I think USC can get to 60 in this game if they want to. But what is the read there? Do you think that Colorado will be able to at least get on the scoreboard in a way they didn't against Oregon, Cart?
No, I really don't. I think USC covers pretty easily in this game. I don't think they also don't have the ability to change up their style whatsoever. Like, the style that they play is, whether they're scoring or not, is going to give the ball to USC more. And USC is going to score every time they touch the ball. This team's not going to be able to stop them. If they can't stop Bo Nix, and with all due respect, like, the Bo Nix propaganda that I've been seeing, like, Bo Nix is not that great. Okay. He's really not. I've seen some crazy takes about Bo Nix being like one of the first or one of the top quarterbacks taken in next year's drafts and shit like that. Asinine. Some GM's going to ruin their franchise by reaching on Bo Nix. He was playing with Justin Herbert 4 years ago, and Justin Herbert's going into his 5th year in the NFL. Like, let's relax.
Bo Nix or Jordan Love?
Like a Michael. What?
Jordan Love or Bo Nix?
I don't know. I think it'll look very similar in the NFL, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I truly believe that. Okay. But they're not going to be able to stop it. I think USC covers in this game. I just don't feel good. Like, it doesn't give me that warm, fuzzy feeling to bet like USC minus 21 or whatever it is against Colorado. So I'll probably just find a way to just play the over and hope both teams just put up 80.
I love the over, but I guess I'm with you that USC is going to score every time. But, like, Colorado's offense without Travis Hunter is better than Arizona State's offense. They just scored 28 against this
Arizona State made a QB change too, though, for the last game.
Okay. All right.
So, I mean, they might be a little bit better. I think they put in that Notre Dame transfer.
Okay. What's your read, Deion? I mean, obviously it sounds like you're fading Colorado, but do you think they can score?
So real quick, I just want to say that Bo Nix was at Auburn while Justin Herbert was at Oregon.
Same shit, man.
Yeah, I love USC in this. That number is just so low. I don't hate the over. I do think you could get Colorado into the 20s. And if they get into the 20s, that over should hit pretty easily. I think USC gets into the 50s or 60s, because for the same amount that Colorado's offense is better than Arizona State's, and Arizona State was able to score on SC's offense is better than Oregon, and Oregon chunked up 50 on Colorado. So I think it's kind of a balancing act where it's not really going to matter spread-wise. But I do like the over. Like, if you're like a Colorado backer and you don't want – oh, my God, John Rahm. Did you see that? Oh, my.
Oh, my God. This is killer.
Boys, it was always Europe. It was always Europe. I've literally been a European for 20 years. So, oh, man, I had like one rep. Oh, yeah, the over. It's 73.5. 73.5 points is the over. I think USC is getting 60. Like, they might get 73.5 on their own. I think they're getting 60. If you're telling me all I need is 2 touchdowns from Colorado, like, you feel great about that. Like, what would you bet Colorado scores in this game? Just quickly, give me a number, both of you.
Colorado,
I think 14. Yeah. Go ahead.
You think it's 14?
I think it's like 10-ish.
Oh, really?
10 to 14. I don't think so. Here's my take. People are going to hate me for this. I don't think Shedeur is very good. I have a Shedeur Sanders jersey that literally is getting here in the morning.
I don't like that take. I don't like that take at all.
I know it's not one I wish I had. I really don't, but he has happy feet against pressure. I think he has a decent arm. I don't think it's very big though. And what I think Colorado did was they knew that they knew they're better front seven, but they blitzed them and they took away the short routes. He throws so many screen passes, so many quick slants, so many unders. Like, that's not to say he can't make bigger throws, but his strength is up here. And when you take him off of what his brain is like computing, I guess you could say, he's still a 21-year-old kid at the end of the day.
Yeah. Okay, so 14 points is Carter's prediction. 10 points is Deion's prediction. Just quick numbers, because not a math podcast, but I am a numbers guy occasionally when I need to be. USC's defense this year has given up 10 points to Stanford, 14 points to Nevada, 28 points to Arizona State, 28 points to San Jose State. And we think Colorado's offense is getting 10.
I said 14.
These guys don't want to guard guys. Like, that's not even how they want to play football. And that's why USC might win by a bazillion, because how Colorado wants to play is how USC wants to play. But like, Oregon wanted to show up and shut these dudes out. USC has no interest in doing that. They just want to score 100. That's it. Like, and that can happen, but like, isn't the over like an easy play here? I don't know.
No, I still love the over, because I think SC scores like 60 to 70 on their own. Like, I don't think you need much from Colorado. This is probably reactionary. Without Travis Hunter, I think San Jose State has a better offense than Colorado.
That's brutal. All right, let's move on. Just again, we'll react to this live in real time with us, like 3 hours later, whenever you listen to this. For those keeping track at home, Justin Thomas just missed a 10-footer to take the lead on 17. Again, if you have your little record books at home, Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth had a 2-point lead with 4 holes to play. They were in the water. They're missing 4-footers. He just missed one to take the lead. We moved to 18. What is the second topic today, Deion?